I'm on the next level, next level, on the next level. They all trying to catch up to my next level, next level, on the next level. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Okay, so I just got back from the gym. Today was really tough. Like, it felt like the weights were 10 times heavier than they normally are. I felt very depleted very quickly. So, you know, I don't know what's going on there. Could be that I just got off of it at that time. Maybe low on energy. Could be because it's my first day back of the week in the workout, but that usually is when I feel very strong and rested. So I don't know. But that being said, I am starting something new because I think it is time to introduce some help. We are going to start taking some creatine. This is the brand that I got. I think it's called Schwanusa Clean Creatine, and I got the HCl version because the HCl version is supposed to be a little bit easier to digest and not lead to as much bloating probabilities. So that is what I wanted to avoid. That is why a lot of women tend to avoid creatine, is they don't want to put on water weight, they don't want to bloat, they don't want to put on extra pounds. This is supposed to be a better way to do that. Now, I just got this in the mail a couple of days ago, so this is day 3 of taking it. I might need some advice from the community. This is they're capsules, not powders, because HCl tends to be apparently a lot more sour than the monohydrate version. So it's better in capsules, or just easier. The bottle says that a serving size is 1 capsule, and you're supposed to take 1 serving per 100 pounds of body weight, which I am not 200 pounds. I'm like 110, 115 right now, I believe. So technically speaking, according to this, I'm supposed to be only taking 1 pill a day. I know that with monohydrate, you're supposed to take about 5 grams per day. These are 750 milligrams, I believe, which is a little less than a pound, or a little less than a gram. So I'm like, not sure. I know that with HCl, you're supposed to take less than monohydrate because it's more easily absorbed into the body. That's why it doesn't create the bloating situation that can happen. But I don't know how much less. I read somewhere if you're like on the smaller side, like 2 to 3 grams, but that would still be me taking more than 1 of these a day. That would be like 2 or 3 of these a day. So I'm like, may or may not need some advice for some gym people that understand creatine better than me. I have delved a lot into it. I'm very excited to try it. It is literally one of the most vetted things for gains. You're going to put on at least 3 to 12% muscle. That is like a fact. And also it's kind of like an extra, it basically is an energy source. So if you are running out of steam, this is supposed to get you past, you know, the last couple of reps, push you a little bit further, keeps more water in your muscles, which leads to better muscle growth. So these are all the things that we want to hear, as well as a lot of new studies talking about how beneficial it is for our minds, which is another crucial thing that I'm very interested in. It's supposed to be very, very good for our cognitive function. So would not say no to that. This is day 3. I was weak as fuck in the gym today, so I didn't notice an immediate effect. Apparently it takes a while to get into your muscle stores, like basically fill them up, not loading, because loading is like, you know, putting it all in at once, basically in the first week, so you could basically fill out the stores. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing it low and slow, but I still I'm like, should I be taking more than 1? I don't know. I'm not sure. So if you guys have any advice for that or know the answer to that, let me know in the comments, or maybe tag someone that would know and then they can answer. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm going to update you guys about a week in, and then apparently it takes about 6 weeks, a good 6 weeks to see, you know, notice the differences, I think, in your function and your, like, you know, stamina, etc. So I will let you guys know. And if I just like turn into the Hulk, I will also report back on that. I mean, you know. So yeah, this is day 3. No noticeable changes thus far. I may or may not be taking not enough. But I don't know, because I know that you're supposed to take less of HCl than monohydrate. Also, I've been thinking about maybe switching to monohydrate after this round. This is about 60 capsules, so this is probably like, if I take 1 a day, it's gonna 2 months-ish, a little less than 2 months. If I'm taking 2 a day, like a month. So I don't know. What do you guys think? This will be the first video, and then I'm gonna update you guys in a week. That'll be another video, and then I will update you guys after about 6 weeks. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, I guess. If you guys have any other tips of things that I should look at, let me know. Also, just a little side note on here, I have been documenting my progress in little gym mini vlogs, gym days. I'm labeling them like self-care mini vlogs because I'm actually showing what I'm doing for that full day. So any day I'm going to the gym, I am showing my full day, basically, of like what I'm doing that day, of like taking care of myself, growth, work, friends, all the things that make me happy and a better human. So I have been recording that. I haven't put it on YouTube because certain songs may or may not get flagged for copyright, etc., because I've been posting them on my TikTok and my Instagram. So if you guys want to see those or see my progress, this is where you can find me on there. I have had a thought, just because it's a lot to keep up with. I have had a thought after day 100. I think I'm on day 60 now, 60 something, because I'm like a month behind on posting. But I had a thought of maybe switching over to video, like long form video vlog versions on YouTube instead for those days. I haven't decided yet, but I think that will be something that will happen around day 100. So I'm only about halfway there. Also, I thought maybe Instagram and TikTok might get tired of seeing my daily situation. That's just a thought. But if you want to know how I've been doing and how far I've come, I'm literally 21 weeks in solid of not skipping any gym days. I am serious, and I am bound and determined to get back to where I was. I think I'm actually there. I'm like very, very close if I'm not there, but I want to surpass it by far, i.e. creatine. So here we are. I'm about to eat some lunch. I think that's it. Yeah. Thanks for supporting and thanks for watching, and bye.